Hi everyone, it's attorney Audrey Chisholm with Chisholm Law Firm. We help established individuals start nonprofits that impact the world. Okay, I've got another legal tip for you. So some people, this is a common question I get asked, which was, all right, Audrey, I've got a lot of options. I know I want to start my 501c3, but why should I go with your firm over some of my other options? So let's go ahead and kind of talk about those options, and I'll let you know some pros and cons. All right, so the first option is you can do it yourself. Hey, you can do it yourself. But let's be real, maybe you want to be on Google all night, researching things, trying to read the IRS code, etc., state law, federal law, all that. That's up to you. But if not, if you feel like your time is better served, spending time with family, work, all those other obligations that you have, then we would be a good fit, because again, my team, we can, handle all those details and take care of it so that it's done the right way for you. So that's kind of like the downside to doing it yourself. And if you're doing independent research, again, you're reading articles, etc. on Google, you don't know if those laws are outdated, you don't know if the person who published it was actually qualified to do it, and you don't even know if what you're specifically doing actually applies to whatever it is they're writing about. So just be aware of that. But working with our team, we keep up to date with all the laws. We know what's going on in the nonprofit industry. We know what affects your specific situation versus what doesn't. So that would be a potential benefit there. All right, the next option is to work with an online company. You see a lot of those, websites that maybe say they can do it really cheap, etc. A few things I want to tell you about that. The first thing is some of them actually still require that you print and assemble and file all your own documents yourself. They may generate it through the computer, but then you've got to do it yourself. So just be mindful of that. There may be some heavy lifting on your part to do. Another option with that is, again, yes, they're less expensive, but oftentimes you're working with someone that's maybe, at a call center, etc. They can handle some general FAQs for you. But if you ever read in the fine print on their websites, they let you know, look, we're not attorneys, we cannot advise you on this. So you can't really get any guidance. You can't really get any advice if you're wanting to pay yourself, if you're wanting to learn about structuring your board, if you're wanting to make sure you don't get into IRS issues. How can I sell products? Can I sell services? What are the rules surrounding that? I mean, there's just so many things that come into play as it relates to dealing with nonprofits. And again, you may not be able to get that guidance. Even if they have one of those little packages where they're like, hey, you can speak to an attorney, I'm almost certain that the attorney you'll be speaking to is not someone that specializes in this area of law. Instead, it's someone that, kind of does, hey, I do criminal, I do immigration, all this kind of stuff. They do so many different areas. So maybe they know the answer to your question, maybe they don't. At our firm, this is what we do, this is what we specialize in. So you're really getting that guidance there. All right, the next option is maybe to go with a really big law firm, okay? Maybe some downsides to that will be that they have more of that traditional bureaucratic structure. So maybe they're, billing you for every single phone call, every single email, or quite frankly, maybe you're just dealing with a paralegal and never really able to talk to your attorney, or your matter just isn't important to them. So that's the difference with us. Since we are a firm, we know all of our clients by name, we care about you, and we build relationships. So you're going to be dealing with your own dedicated attorney, plus that attorney's legal assistant. You're able to build those relationships. We know about your goals, we know about your family, we know about who you are as a person, and that matters to us. So we've got more of that kind of that small, intimate feel as far as building a relationship. Another option is maybe if you have a CPA or an accountant or a friend that says, hey, I'll do this process for you. Again, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But the difference is again, our packages include everything. So we're not just filing state paperwork or federal paperwork. We're including all the other things you need. You need your fundraising registration. You need your solicitation license. You need all of your managing operational documents. I mean, we've got everything. So we're going to do the full everything for you, as well as to be able to give you guidance. We have clients that have successfully obtained major grants, government grants, and corporate sponsorships. We can tell you about paying yourself. We can tell you about growing your organization, help you structure it, build it out. Again, this is what we do. And then of course, maybe even a smaller practice, a disadvantage if you go with them is, if it's a solo attorney or just one person, they may not have the systems in place. So something that our clients appreciate is that we have systems in place. We have staff. So that way we have a full project management system so that we're able to make sure that your work gets done in a timely fashion, etc. If you're just dealing with a solo attorney, everything might fall on them. They've got way too many cases. They're answering their phone, plus they're doing emails, whatever. You might not get get responses. There might not be a timeline, etc. We've invested heavily in our technology, so we're able to move your case forward and make sure that at all times you're updated, you know what's happening, and we're able to move you from the starting line to the finish line in a timely manner. So either way, once again, those are just a few things. Hey, you've got to do what's best for you. We understand we're not the best fit for everyone, and we also, when we talk to our clients, we make sure that it's, you know, something that will work for both of us. But either way, make the best decision that's for you. But if you feel like working with Chisholm Law Firm may be a good fit for you, hey, give us a call. Our information is on the screen. We want to reach out to you. We'd love to hear about what you're trying to do, give you some guidance. If we're a good fit to work together, we'll extend that invitation to you to become a client and to join our tribe, if you will. And if not, we're happy to point you toward resources that can help. All right, I'm Attorney Chisholm. Thank you so much for your time.